Alright guys, Yowie Chaser. Alright, this is very interesting what we got here now. Um, this is another sighting, but probably from years ago. We haven't got the full sighting. We've just been told that this lady's husband had had a sighting here. Um, what else was I going to say? So this is Malcolm Lookout up here, if you know that. This is the Nathan Griffith University. Alright, and then you got QE2 Hospital just here. Alright, now, if you. So, how did we get onto this? So, do you guys watch Walkabout with Rob? So, he's a guy, if you don't know, he walks around Brisbane, he'll pick a suburb and he'll go and do the whole history on the suburb. It's actually really good to listen to it. So, he's on YouTube, Walkabout with Rob, okay? So, on his Facebook page, he said he's going to Malcolm Lookout, right? So I just went on there and said, my mate was working here, right? You would have seen the video. He was working here in the bus lanes, and he seen something run across the road about 3 in the morning, really quick. No, he's not saying it was a yowie, but I just said it was. But he goes, oh, I don't know what it was, man. Whatever it was, he goes, it went really quick. So, of course, Rob was going here. I wrote on his Facebook group, okay, Walkabout with Rob. I wrote, as anyone, I said, oh, watch out for the yowies. I can't pause it again. That's weird. I'm trying to see where I wrote. So I wrote, yeah, Matt, watch out for the yowies up there. Mate thinks he's seen one on the busway down below around 3 a.m. He said it moved so quick he couldn't work out for sure what it was. Yowie, and then I put, yeah, it was yowie structures across the road. So there's another lady whose daughter goes to this uni. She's found structures, tree structures, and all that sort of stuff in here. So yeah, I just put that up. Now, guess what's happened today is, this is only 2 hours ago. A lady's wrote on there. She's seen what I put, and she's put Yowie Chaser. Yes, they used to go through to Cooper's Plains well before QE2 Hospital and University were built. That's where the bush ended. We were warned not to go there. Now, my husband grew up at Cooper's Plains, and he will tell you that he was chased by one in there when he was young in that bushland. Swears by it. All right, so I've just wrote, would love to hear his story, so I'm hoping we'll get that whole story, okay? Now, I've had somebody else that lives over this side, and they said they've walked through here and seen, so I can't remember what they told me, if they'd seen a yowie or not. Maybe they just seen some buildings or something. But anyway, that's what's happened. So I'm hoping we'll get the whole story. So now, if you remember, what I did was when my mate first said it, I started looking around, seeing where the bush corridors were, right? So I followed the bush corridor all the way down here, all the way down here. I followed it all the way back. I even forget where it goes now. Let's see how they can get out, right? All the way back, all the way back. Oh no, I've taken a wrong turn somewhere over here. I don't know. I've missed the turn off. Anyway, they ended up back near Karawaffa somewhere. I could show you, but if you watched the video, you would have seen, right? Now listen to this. Now, when this lady said here about being near the QE2, where are we? Where's Brisbane? We've got to get back. God, I'm hopeless. Now, she said Cooper's Plains, right? So have a look at this guy. Here's the hospital. This is where I go when I'm nearly dying. QE2, right? So that's cool. I'll be looking out for yowies when I'm there next time. Alright, so have a look at this. This is the university, right, guys? So you got to remember, when this was all bush, this is when her partner, he said he got chased by a yowie, right? Bush. So that was bush. So this was bush. None of this would have been here. That's the forensic lab. But have a look at this. There's a drain all the way through here, guys. See, now there's 2 exits where these yowies can go, right? So now we're in Cooper's Plains. Alright, follow this all the way back. Look at this creek. I've never even noticed this creek before. Look at it. Goes all the way. It's a creek. I've already just checked it all out, guys. I'm having a look at it. Where does it go now? Goes over to here. Where are we now? I don't even know where we are. Even though I just looked it all up, I've already forgotten. Oh, it's taken us to back of Algester. I'm not even sure. I just looked it all up, guys. Can you believe I'm already forgetting? I can't pause it either. Anyway, so none of this all looks new. Oh, Paradise Road. Oh, that's right, Paradise Road. So we're at, this is Paradise Road, and is this Blunder Road, I think? It's the road. Oh, Leroy Road, sorry. So yeah, this is all new. This used to, actually, you know what? This used to be Jim Boomer Turf Farm. A long time ago, guys. This was all grass. They used to just grow grass in here, right? Now that's where that thing comes out, look. And then this Paradise Road was just a dirt road, because we used to get our work truck up here and we'd be fishtailing it up the road, and then we will go here and get turf. This is when I worked for the I won't say where I work, a government place, and we would put, this is what we used to do. I shouldn't tell you this, you'll think I'm crazy. We used to put all the turf, right at the very back of the truck, right? We had the little Ford Traders, okay? And we would put all the grass, right at the back of the truck. And then when we were coming back down here, we'd just stop, flatten the truck, and it would wheel stand. Oh, yeah, we were crazy, man. Now, so yeah, that's where it brings you out. And then from there, where can they go? They can follow Paradise Road all the way along. Look at this. All the way along to... This is the Gateway Motorway Toll Road. All these factories are new. This is where the Woolies warehouse is. Right, they can come back into the bush here, look. They can go all the way up here. This is Browns Plains. This is where old mate that's in my group, he's been in that group for a long time. I still haven't told his sighting, guys. He had a sighting here with a pig and a massive yowie and his dog. This guy lived here, guys, right? You got to remember this. He lived here. This happened in 1990, right? Now, he used to walk his dog through here every day, he said. After he's seen the yowie here, he said he's never gone back in that bush to this day, and he still lives here somewhere in this area. So he's actually in my group. I've still got I did make the story, mate, alright, but what happened was the other phone got broken, I've lost it all. And the day I went here, it was raining. There's like little dams and creeks and everything in here. I couldn't believe it was in there. Alright, and then guess where that takes you? Well, in the Karawaffa Forest, guys. So these yowies obviously know all these places. Now, let's go back to here. I'll tell you some more stuff that I know. Hurry up. Alright, there's Carroll Park. Where were we, guys? I don't even know. God. I'm not very good at telling stories, am I? But before this toll road went in, this used to be bush here. There used to be four-wheel drive tracks. I had another guy tell me that they used to camp here and they've seen yowies here. So it was a while ago, right? So obviously the yowies, I reckon they would still go to these areas, but just not as much. So yeah, he'd had a yowie sighting here. I don't know if he's still on the channel. I don't know if he's still there, man. I'm pretty sure I told you a story, but tell me again if you're there. This is the Greenbank Army Camp as well. I was going to tell you something else that happened around here. I don't know. Can't remember now. Alright, so yeah, they actually have two exits to go to that Malcravat Lookout. They can go this way, and they can also go another way up here, somewhere near the highway. Here, along here. See here? There's another green. There's another way through. Through there. There it is. Look, through Garden City, beside the highway, and down. And that must be near the Glen Hotel. Don't know. Is that the Glen Hotel? Bentley Road, no. Anyway, I'm not getting into it. Anyway, now let's go back to this, right? To this video. So a lot of people are saying that IR and heat is the same thing. It's not the same thing, guys, okay? Now, I'm not, I don't know how to explain it to you, but when I thought of this, I went and checked on hunting sites, right? And people are on there were saying if you've got a thermal camera, right, you can find people's trail cams, right? Because it lights up the heat, okay? All right. Now that's how I got onto this. This is how I worked it out. This is how I proved that it's got to work because people are already saying that, if you want to take people's trail cams, all you do is get a thermal, walk around the bush, and they light up. Now another person in my group, I think he might be a hunter. He goes, man, the trail cams light up like dog's balls, right? That's his words. Dog's nuts. All right. So that's what I said. I already knew. Now, people are saying that IR and the heat's the same thing. Well, apparently it's not, okay? Now, I can assure you, right, that people that done this test, the guy that done this test, right, he builds his own stuff, okay? He builds his own cameras. His son's a engineering, all this sort of stuff. These people know what they're doing, okay? I know there's no experts in the Yowie world. I know there's people that think they are, right? But then there's none. I already know that. But this guy's pretty good with anything electrical, technical. So there's a guy that's very well known, and they get him to make all their stuff, okay? This guy makes his own stuff. He works out problems with the stuff they got, and then he builds stuff around it. So he's tested this, and he's saying that they've turned the IR off, right? I don't know how to word it, on the trail cams, but the animals still know that they're there. And he reckons it's from the heat from the batteries. And like I said, that's what I've been saying. I used to say it all the time. They don't see the IR, they see the heat from the batteries. Anyway, I'm not going to argue about it. That's the story. When it all comes out and you find out who this person is, you will understand. You'll probably believe them more than what you believe me because I don't know how to word things properly. Anyway, that's the story. All right. Now, if anyone's had any sightings from this area, we would love to hear from you, sorry. And also, that's about it. All right, that's all there is, guys. We'll see you on the next one.